Hi guys, before we start the episode, we're going to tell you all about Patreon. If you love the podcast and want to support us, then sign up to Patreon for as little as £3 a month. You get 2 extra episodes a week, which is insane.
Madness.
One of them is a tarot reading with our guests, and the other one, you get to come into our living room, like our actual living room, where we chill and get high. And
it's like an extra hour a week, innit?
Watch us get chonged on the couch. With our,
And then we've got some extras for the other tiers. You can get a members-only club card, Mild High Club prints, discounts on merch, and probably some other stuff in the future as well, innit?
Yep, lots of goodies.
But if you sign up, you'll be helping us out loads. And it starts from £3 a month. There's £3, £5, £10 tiers. And the more you pay, the more you get. But you get 2 extras a week, which is mad, really, innit?
It's really good.
So if you love the podcast and you want more from the podcast, go sign up today. Patreon.com/The Mild High Club.
Mm-hmm. And the more patrons we have, the sooner we can take over the world.
Always about taking over the world.
There's so many things I want to do, and we need your help to do them.
Go sign up now. Nice one.
Love ya. On with the show.
Yeah.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hello.
Mild High Club. They know.
Hello.
I think they know by now.
Yeah.
Are we on 37?
37. And we're
Well,
with
Adam
Adam
Staunton.
Staunton.
Hey, the big 37. Hello, everyone.
37.
How
Are you
exciting.
37?
No.
Oh. You made it out like
the show is.
You're the big 37.
Yeah.
I'm
the big.
really good.
I'm the big 5'1".
Half an inch bigger than you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm, well done.
No. Surely that's...
Yeah.
No.
I wear platforms
Oh, right, yeah.
constantly.
I can't because of bloody gender
Oh,
stereotypes.
no. It's 2021. You can wear platforms
Good.
and that if you
Do you
want.
know what? You should just embrace that. Look, is it like 70s where they had them proper platform boots and flares and that? Just embrace that, and then no one would be like, "Oh, look at your boots," because you'd just be like, you'd have the
Be
full
like,
ensemble.
look at that autistic guy with no sense of style at all.
Yeah, but no one can say that anymore. They all get
exactly.
get
But
cancelled.
I'd feel them thinking it though.
Yeah.
as long as you just have the confidence to pull it off, no one will question it.
And therein lies the issue.
Because some people were full on who was that guy
Disco
off?
Stu.
Disco Stu.
Yeah, so you'd have to grow your little afro out.
Wear
Get
shades.
a cool little swagger on the go when you're
Massive
walking.
collars.
Yeah, man.
Who was that guy on?
Disco
Might
Stu
end up-
says I'm depressed.
Might end up looking more like Harry Hill, though.
Yeah.
And then that's not a cool look, is it?
Off Ink Masters, who used to dress like
Dave Navarro.
Jimmy Nash. Was it Jimmy?
Oh.
Jimmy Snaz.
Ji-
Jimmy Snaz.
I don't think it was Jimmy.
You always have to
Snaz.
pronounce a surname like that.
Yeah.
Snake.
Jimmy Snaz.
Try and say it
Jimmy Snaz.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
Hello, I'm Jimmy Snaz. Welcome to the Snaz Hour.
Here are my
That's-
platforms.
You can't say snaz without a bit of oomph, can you?
Ironically, you can't say oomph without a bit of oomph. Either
Yeah.
can't you? Oomph.
No, yeah, no.
It sounds like a terrible car trying to start.
Yeah.
Oomph.
Yeah.
Remember your terrible horn in your car that you showed
That
me
was
once?
my Mars car, that. Yeah. You just go, you're dead angry. You're fuming on someone. You're like, you fucking. Just not. Doesn't convey what you needed it to.
Honestly, that noise doesn't do justice to how
Yeah,
funny.
it was-
You did it for me in the car, and I was laughing so much.
It's like a proper little clown
Yeah.
car
Yeah.
horn, innit?
but
Just,
such a depressed clown car as well. Like all the clowns inside have OD'd or something.
Yeah. One of them
Yeah.
sad mouth clowns.
Yeah.
it's just not what you need when a car horn's for alerting people or something. I think people will be like, "There's a sad clown."
Yeah, Hey, that's a duck that's been sat on.
Yeah.
Are either of you scared of clowns?
Nah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not a fan. I'm more like
I'm scared of a scary clown that's coming at you with a knife.
I'm
But
scared of a
not
man.
I'd be
general.
scared of the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm more scared of the man who wants to be a clown, I think, rather
Yeah.
than the clown himself.
right. The mentality of a
Yeah.
man who must think
John
yes.
Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, that's
Gacy.
all I ever think of.
Is it Gacy?
Yeah.
Him. He's scary.
Scared of him, yeah. He was scary, wasn't
Him, it.
It.
he? It, yeah.
Not real.
But the thing is, with it or Pennywise or whatever, is he fed on fear, and as soon as all the kids, spoilers, dead old. As soon as all the kids were like, we're not fucking scared of you, he was like, So it's just like, I'd be like, yeah, you're a little tit, you. And he'd go,
Yeah.
don't like that. So I'm not really scared of him anymore.
Fair enough.
Did you dress up for Halloween?
I didn't go out for Halloween. Did you?
Nah. Every year we do this. We're like, we're going to have the best outfits around. And then it comes to it and we're like, oh, we're just staying.
Yeah, because it's better for couples because you can do like couple dressing up, can't you?
Yeah.
Not just Homer Simpson. Homer and Marge. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, remember when I called you? Have we said this on here before?
Probably a while back.
When me and Amy first started going out, she had blue hair. And she come round to mine one time and she had like a real raspy voice. And I was like, oh, you like Marge Simpson? And she was like, why? And I was like, the blue hair.
Because I'm yellow. And he was like...
I was like, well, no.
Oh, I love that it was so early in your relationship you could still make him shit himself about being inadvertently racist.
But that's how I knew it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because you said that and I was like, I like you.
Yeah. Long time.
Yeah. Long time.
Do you have like a format for this show then? Do you just like
we
start
just
chatting?
waffle on?
No, just chat, yeah. We have a few little features if we need them, we go to them. But
I was looking at, science stuff. So I was researching for something in college, in uni. And, so they can electrocute, I don't know the terms, but use electricity on cells and it makes them function differently. And what it can do is like in the future from this, they'll be able to like regrow amputees' limbs and stuff like that.
Jodie gonna have no followings anymore.
That's it. You could have like from that you could have extra stuff even. So we could have like third eyes and like forearms and we've already got forearms.
That was great. I'm sorry I spoke over that.
What did you say?
I said we can have 4 arms, and I said we've already got 4 arms.
Oh, yeah, nice. Cool.
But there'd be nowhere to put an extra arm. If you had extra arms, where would you?
Goro it, wouldn't you? Like off Mortal Kombat.
Because what they've done is grown extra eyes on tadpoles' backs.
Oh.
And it just...
I'd hate to have eyes on my back.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it'd always have to be covered, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Or you'd have to walk around with your top on. Everyone like, oh, look at that eye. And you could see them all. And you just be walking around dead sad all the time. At least if you've got like a shit haircut and people behind you don't know. They go, no, look at that. You'd see it all.
And you just like part it and put some little clips in and just have your back of your head eye.
Yeah.
Voldemort, is it?
Yeah.
He's got a whole face on the back of his head.
You knew about the science.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so it grew on the tadpole's back, and the cell, when they electrocute it, the cells just like go mad, and it basically roots its way back to the spine or the central nervous system, and then it can function. It's just a fully functioning eye on the back. So,
but then what do they do with that?
I don't know.
Is that just because we can? Is that that type of science?
But that's,
that always pans out well, doesn't it? Like in Jurassic Park.
They're all, but they want to obviously use it for like amputees and stuff.
Okay.
But it would be sick if you could just regrow limbs back.
Yeah.
But I thought they would have been.
Crabs do that.
What?
Crabs do that.
Crabs and like lizards grow the tails back and that, don't they? I would have thought like they would have took something from that, but it seems like using electricity seems
Frankenstein stuff.
Yeah, when in doubt, just pump a shitload of electricity.
Yeah, see what happens. Yeah.
But yeah, that's mad, that, isn't it?
Okay, so what would you have an extra of if you could have
I'd have a third eye, for
would
sure.
Would it be there?
Yeah.
Why would you have it there, though, where your other eyes already are?
Because it'll look cool. And I'd be like...
I don't know if it
would it be better
though?
to have it like on your palm, so if you wanted to look around a corner, you could just...
But if I'm like grabbing like a hot mug, it'd burn my eyeball.
Yeah, you don't want to burn your eyeball.
Or like, do you know, wiping your bum? You don't want to stay down there, do you?
But then you'd know when you finished wiping.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, clean.
Exactly.
But like, I feel like eyes are so so tender and that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Anywhere other than your face, I kind of don't know if I'd want it because
they'd
like,
immediately get damaged.
Yeah. Unless you keep it like in the folds of your belly fat, then it's like protected.
But then you'd have to be fat to protect it.
Yeah, but you're just like.
It just seems like effort just to get your eye out.
Yeah, no.
Let's go look at this.
I didn't say.
Get your eye out.
Get your eye out, girl.
What a party trick, though. What? Eh?
Is it a party trick though?
Trick.
If it's just an extra limb.
Oh, you can put one on the end of your willy. And
I've already
then,
got one on my end of me, really.
yeah, but
Hey,
a functioning one. And
it'd be
then
disgusting.
go have a look in. Oh, you could do. Oh, then you could be like, I'm a doctor, ma'am. I'm going to check out your vagina.
We have to do a colonoscopy.
Oh, no. No, thanks. Because in my head, they go, oh, yeah, sounds quite good, that. Because I'm thinking of, like, porns.
Yeah.
But in real life, it'd be like some old woman who needs to get her polyps checked or something. And I'm like,
You're like, well, I took a Hippocratic oath.
yeah,
Better do this.
come on.
Adam, you have to wear this medical bag over your head before I can. Oh, imagine like finding out you got like cancer that way.
Oh, with someone's dick
Yeah,
inside you. I hate to tell you this.
It's not looking good.
Feels like cancer.
Yeah. Give us a sec, I'll tell you exactly what type.
Stage 4. Stage 4 play.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking hell.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want an eye on the end of my dick, no.
Yeah, I was thinking, but like, because the projects I'm doing in uni is set 300 years in the future.
Sorry, what do you study in uni?
Graphic design.
Okay.
How to
Obviously.
take over the world.
So I was focusing on, like, obviously that, but I was focusing on a character from, like, an alternative subculture 300 years in the future. And if that's the norm, then maybe they grow things like third eyes, extra arms. But because the procedure will be expensive, the extra limbs are reserved for the rich. So they'd have, like, better job security. It's like a privilege thing. Do you know what I mean? But poor people could maybe grow smaller things, like they could have a mouthful of canine teeth or something, like if they want.
Or they could have extra arms, but they'd be like little floppy arms.
Oh yeah, just extra thumb.
Or just 2 thumbs coming off the chest.
What? What benefits?
Because it's all they can afford.
Yeah, but
It's a
like
comment on society.
I'd rather just buy food or something. I don't just want it for the sake of having it.
Just instead of nipples, and then if
Little
you're
thumbs.
aroused, it's like thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Little hands, like, yeah.
That's disgusting.
I haven't played thumb war with.
It's good you could like tweak someone's nipples or while
Oh
like
my
making
god.
love, but then
Yeah.
your hands are free as well for
Yeah.
other caressing.
Other orifices.
Imagine unlocking your phone by having to using the thumbprint.
You know?
Waving a bus down.
So yeah, no, it just seems like this is easier than going.
Yeah, but
Like
you've got
flashing your
shopping.
Let's say
You've
Heil
got
Hitler.
shopping.
You go shopping, so your thumbs have to go. Try and get out from underneath
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
that'd be actually hanging your shopping on your thumb nipples.
Yeah.
Would be. Imagine how much more shopping you'd be able to carry. That's practical, isn't it?
Yeah,
on your thumb nipples.
coming soon to a future near you.
Yeah. Thumb nipples. Fucking hell.
Nipples.
Thipples.
Nipples, innit?
Thumples.
Or numples. Are you
chaos
sponsored
already.
by Tango?
I wish.
You
Turn
made
that
a
around.
really obvious like, and now I'm drinking my Tango.
Yeah.
Tango.
This
Do
lovely,
you ever? I always
refreshing.
thought, right, if I had a podcast, I'd just start plugging something until they started giving me money.
Yeah, I don't know how
that
easy
work?
that is though.
There's no.
We're trying that with weed, but
I mean, we got sent some edibles. That was
Oh, yeah.
probably the
Nice.
yeah, we got sent free chocolate covered drugs.
By the good folks at.
Grim Reaper Kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to
So
get these
good.
arrested because there was not any weed in them. There was loads.
There was
Great.
lot.
Yeah.
Were
We'll
they
try and
proper-
film something with her.
Were they potent? lads?
Yeah.
Powie lad,
Proper
yeah.
power.
Bowie!
Powie, yeah. We're going to try and film something with her. Like go cook some stuff and interview her or something like that. Be fun, I reckon.
Nice.
Um,
So like cooking your own edibles.
Yeah.
That'd
yeah.
be a great
Yeah,
segment.
it'd be
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
that, wouldn't
And
it?
then you could have people coming on and like trying to do it. You know,
Trying
like
our
when they have
ones.
celebrities and like talk shows or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Like, oh, now we're gonna cook with fucking I don't know.
Yeah. Like what was Bert Kreischer's thing that he did in the kitchen?
What's burnt? Something's burning.
Something's Bert. Yeah, that's a good name as well, isn't
Yeah.
it?
But it's more like the 2 Chainz. Have you seen the
2
most
Chainz.
expensivest 2 Chainz, the rapper?
Oh, so
I've
good.
heard of 2 Chainz.
Yeah, he goes round just doing all the most expensive stuff. But there's one where there's like he goes and there's like a what are they called? A fucking Michelin star chef, but
Oh,
with
yeah.
cannabis infused like food and that.
Living
He's just
the
getting
dream.
proper fucked while he's eating it.
Yeah.
But the personalities just don't mix. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like he's real like upper class posh, and he's like a proper like gangster rapper type thing, and then just it's hilarious, but he gets fucked on them. So I think it'd be more similar to that.
Yeah,
Than
that's our
Bert's
like
one.
life goals, isn't it? To end up like 2
Like
times.
2 chains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my 2 times on. Right, one of our questions that we ask guests, if you was a ghost, right?
Have you had any paranormal happenings ever?
No.
Would you believe in ghosts or
Not
anything like
really.
that?
I'd guess so. Like, it's nice to keep an open mind about stuff like that, just because the idea of there being nothing after you die is terrifies
Yeah.
me.
Have you ever done psychedelics?
No.
That usually
I
explains
took
to people
a
that
third of a pill, right, recently, and nothing happened, and I was kind of annoyed.
Is it a paracetamol?
I don't know, maybe. My headache went.
Yeah.
I was like, is this all that happens?
What
These are well overrated.
was it meant to be ecstasy?
I think it was MDMA. They were blue.
Right, yeah. Was it Viagra?
No.
No. I mean, I don't think you have a third of a pill.
Because I'd never had one before. So I was
Yeah.
like, I better take it slow. But all that happens is I just started like getting really eloquent.
Oh, really?
Is that a thing?
eloquent?
Maybe.
You
I
get,
know.
like with mushrooms and that, you get real clarity.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially after they've worn off. Like everything
You're
feels
like,
way sharper.
Right.
Weird, yeah.
Like what, your vision?
Yeah, everything's like clearer. It's
Like I drove home
crazy.
after having them. Like they'd fully weared off. I had no like there's no like, as soon as they've worn off, they're done. But I just felt like dead clear. And I was like, I feel fine driving because I feel like I can see everything so
I
clearly.
feel better at driving.
Yeah, it was mad.
It's like having an eye in the back of your head.
Yeah.
It was. Exactly that. Yeah.
What was your reaction when you took them for the first time?
Mushrooms. So I got the first time I had them, I got pure giggles. Like everything was funny. Couldn't stop laughing. Couldn't stop weeing. I haven't found anything on the internet about this, but like you need a wee all the time. I don't know why or what, but yeah.
Maybe it just speeds up all the processes in your body.
Maybe.
Might be your body just trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not really, it is a foreign substance,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah. I
Like-
was like, maybe we've got kidney failure, but
Yeah.
it's a lovely way to die. And the second time we had them at bloody Paul Smith's house, Shaman Paul.
We've mentioned this before, so it's
I was
fine.
going to say,
Yeah.
are we allowed to just
yeah,
name
yeah,
people?
he's all right.
Oh yeah, Shaman Paul. And that was mad. But I just felt I couldn't relax fully because I was in Paul Smith's kitchen with like loads of guys.
It's a bit of a mad
Right.
experience anyway, just being like, oh, we're in Paul Smith's house.
Yeah.
I guess so.
And then it was like, on top of that, we're on mushrooms.
Yeah, and he was just like, it was like, right,
Then on
everyone-
top of that, were you the only girl?
yeah, I was the only
Right.
girl, and I was like, right, lie on the floor, because I was quite cold, and anything that's like just a little bit uncomfortable when you're on mushrooms, it's like amplified.
Right.
So I was like shivering. It wasn't that cold. It was a nice room temperature.
Yeah.
But
Was
I
it
needed
because you were lying on the floor?
possibly. I needed like a blanket.
You had a
and
trip blanket, didn't you?
yeah, and I'd do it again, but not at that hour because it started at midnight and ended at 5 in the morning. And
Maybe in a room with a carpet.
yeah, just and then another time we did them
In bed.
in bed. Oh,
didn't
that
get
was
out of
lovely.
bed.
That
That was, I imagine that was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Were you like when Homer Simpson is like, oh, I feel like a big cinnamon
Yeah,
bun?
yeah.
Were you like that.
Just
That
looking
mean?
at the roof, just like, wow. This
it's
is
weird.
mad in here.
It makes you feel big and your house feel like a set.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So like you're an actor.
Yeah, but not an actor. The world is like
A stage.
a show,
Well, that's my stage.
and
Wow.
you're genuine.
Do you start singing show tunes or something?
But like I was walking around the house going, this house feels tiny. Like it was weird. Just such a weird experience.
Walking around like that.
Probably, yeah. Just bumping into stuff. But like people who have like big psychedelic trips, they sort of realise that like there is something after death. And that's why I asked you, because you're
Right.
like, if you don't believe in ghosts, it's sort of just the end. Like, but I feel like if you do a big enough psychedelic, because that's what Paul was saying when he done DMT, which he spoke about before as well. He was like an atheist, didn't believe in anything, and he done that, and now he's like, mate, I don't know what the fuck's going on now. Like, what happens when you die? Because the whole like DMT is meant to be released like just before you die or something in it, like
Right.
from your brain. So I think smoking it sort of recreates like a death, like it's called like an ego death.
Yeah.
Because you blast off into the universe and you're riding around on a big serpent and that.
Right.
As long as you're in a good place, like I'd recommend mushrooms. If you're not in a good place, it can show you like what you need to see, and sometimes that's not what you want to see. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I remember one act telling me that he took drugs in his mate's house when he was a student, and he suddenly, like after about 10 minutes, he couldn't move, but he convinced himself that he was paralyzed from the neck down. And all of his mates were like, right, we're getting off, see you later. And they all got off and just left him. And he was on his own in this room for like 2 hours, just thinking that he was paralyzed and that he'd never walk again and he was going to be shitting himself all the time.
Mad. It's mad how strong your brain is.
Yeah.
That's all in your head, that. Because you're not paralyzed.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But also, I think it needs to be respected in the fact that it's not meant to be like a party drug. It's meant to be like lovely music on and going into a trance and
like a learning experience, innit?
Yeah, party drugs are like cocaine, which I've never been interested in.
Ecstasy, uppers and that.
Everyone I have ever met who has been involved with cocaine, taking it or using it or promoting it, have just been really fucking tedious.
Yeah.
And I just can't be arsed with them. I just can't wait to get away from them.
They just don't stop talking. I mean, I imagine if you're on it as well, you're both just chatting absolute nonsense at each other.
And the thing is, because, I mean, a lot of my experiences in life relate back to this, but like, because I'm quite a small guy, I think when people are on coke, they're even more so. I don't know if this happens with you, but they're more like, hey, you know what I mean? And putting their arm around me and being like, hey, I've got really something interesting to tell you. And just like, right in the ear. And I'm just like, please.
Just leave
probably
me alone.
Well, as a guy, you probably get, a lot of that, like, matey type of thing. For a girl, it's more like I get guys grabbing me to look at my tattoos and that,
right?
And I'm just like,
just like lifting your arm
up.
Yeah,
like I'm like, get off my body, this man. Anyway, ghosts. So if you are you're gonna die, and you
you are, Adam.
No, I don't want to. I really don't fucking want to. But there's no alternative, is there? And that's
the thing
terrifying.
that's
but it's not though, is it? Because it's the only certain thing that will happen. So it's like it's meant to happen. So it shouldn't be scary.
Are you in? Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No.
Yeah, but if I jump off a building, me hitting the ground is a certainty, but I still wouldn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's why you won't jump off a building.
Yeah, don't jump off a building, Adam.
But
like, if someone pushes me off a building.
Yeah, right. But say naturally.
See, people who are like, it's just like going to sleep. I don't get why people are scared. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
Say
going
naturally.
to sleep and not waking up is the most terrifying thing I can imagine.
But you don't know that you haven't woken up, though.
If you...
Do you get what I mean?
Well, I do still want to wake up.
Yeah, but you might, though. You don't know what happens. You don't know what happens, though. You don't know where you go. Like, I got choked out once in jiu-jitsu, and I thought I was up and moving about. And then 4 seconds later, I woke up looking at the roof of the gym, and I was like, wow, if you hadn't let go there, I would have died, and I didn't know I'd even passed out.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And that made me be like, I don't even know if you know that you've died. I don't know if you just, whatever is like your soul or whatever you want to call it, energy blasts off somewhere.
Yeah.
Because when we were doing the mushrooms again, we've said this before, but Paul seen our souls dancing.
Your
arseholes.
Dancing.
Oh, yeah. That's what I love, another arsehole.
That's lovely.
You seen our souls dancing above us while we were like sat on 2 separate chairs.
2 of them saw it, though.
So it's like you've got energy.
Rudy.
Okay.
He's cameraman.
Okay.
So it's like you've got some sort of energy that, like, I don't know what happens, but you might not even know that you've died. Do you know what I mean?
That'd
like,
be nice.
Yeah.
And spirituality, the thing is, like, when you die, that's you going home. So that's the place you actually want to be. That's the best place. And this is just a little experience.
So this is limbo.
Yeah.
Or a lesson, like you've come down to learn lessons. Or
oh my God,
it's just
what lessons have you learned thus far?
So many fucking,
I feel like I've learned all my lessons and I'm just like, oh, me again.
I imagine you had kids and you had to give some advice to them. Like, what advice?
Do you know what? I think we would be good parents, but we're not having kids. So.
Well, imagine if you did.
Okay.
Do you know the way I have to imagine that death isn't the end?
Yeah.
For your story. You imagine you've got kids and give me some life advice.
I'd be like, just be silly. Be your silly sausage self.
Yeah.
And don't worry about...
Be your silly sausage self.
Don't worry about nothing. If you want, like, don't get a normal job either, because it'll be our child, so it'll be full of charisma, won't it?
Yeah, I can't really discipline a child. Be like, you need to get a 9 to 5 and really knuckle down, because he was like, you left school and went into a tattoo shop and didn't do anything like that, and be like, you got me, kid.
Yeah. I was a feral child.
Yeah.
So, and and life beat me down, and I just made sure that my child was able to just be a silly sausage.
Just be sound, innit?
Yeah.
Everything will be all right. That's what I'd say.
I'd make sure it was.
And then when it wasn't,
it felt secure. Yeah, and just, I don't know, try and make sure it felt all right. Get it into comedy.
No, because it might not be funny.
It will.
How do you know?
Kid.
Might be the most unfunny child you've ever met in your life.
Okay. Well, then we'll get him into some
accounting,
something useful. Maybe like.
Yeah, because then I could do my
surgery.
accounts for me, and then that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good reason to have a kid.
Yeah.
I need an accountant in about 30 years.
When I've stopped making money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
you thought about
kids? Would you have
for
kids?
similar reasons to you, I'm not good at discipline at all. I just wanted to be me mate all the time.
Yeah.
So my partner, wife, whoever she'd be at that point, ex, whatever,
Yeah.
she'd just be in charge of all the discipline.
Yeah.
And she would hate me for it. So no, I couldn't do it. I don't think.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I've had, like, I don't know. You need a good fucking, like, drive, I think, to be, like, a decent parent.
Yeah.
You need to be like, right, I know who I am. I know where I am in the world. And I think if you're still figuring that shit out, maybe save having kids until
Well, I've always said that as well. Like, I wouldn't want to have a kid now and then have to stop trying to, like, pursue comedy or whatever. And then, like, resent that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to give it all up for you.
Yeah.
But, you know, it the other way around. I've seen people, right, where it's really made them into adults because they have been like, right, I'm going to actually settle down and be an adult.
You have to sort of step up to the role.
Yeah, step up.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking hell of a gamble to take, isn't it?
Yeah,
you know, because
definitely.
if you get it wrong and you don't step up and you fuck up, you know, it's fucking, this happens.
I've like always been dead organised and disciplined and that with myself. And to be honest, I felt like I was an adult growing up. And now I get to be a child.
Right.
So I'm enjoying myself right now, and a kid isn't going to ruin that for me.
Yeah, you're being your silly sausage self. Still.
Yeah.
It sounds
That's
like a tongue twister now.
Silly sausage
Your silly sausage self still.
By the seashore.
Yeah. Well, what's a good tongue twister?
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red lorry, yellow lorry.
Yeah, the good one.
Sister Susie sewing shirts for soldiers.
I'm rubbish at them because I
Peter
can't
Piper
talk
picks a peck of pickled pepper.
normally.
Peck of pickled pepper, Peter Piper picked. But if Peter Piper picks a peck of pickled pepper, what's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked?
Bars.
That's some ASMR shit right there, isn't it?
Anyway, I'm asking you about.
Sorry about the ghost.
This ghost
It's fine,
question.
don't worry. It's good.
No, I like tangents going off on them.
You're
I said
dead.
that like.
Yeah,
That's where we
I
go.
remembered that bit.
Right. Yeah. So you've got a week left before you go up or down. What you doing?
Oh,
You've got a week. You're a week as a ghost. Pretty much.
do I know I've got a week?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just ruminating about the fact that I'm going to go up or down. Like, Jesus,
just-
where am I going to end up?
Right.
Well, do you want to go up or down?
Obviously, everyone wants to go up.
Do you want paradise or pain for eternity? I don't know.
Let's just assume
Okay, so you're going up.
I know I'm going to heaven.
Yeah.
I'll probably just go for a little walk.
A week-long walk.
Yeah.
Where would you walk to, though?
Do I have to walk as a ghost? Can't I
No,
fly?
you can
hover,
glide.
Can I glide? In that,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
in that case, I might go to like another country.
Yeah.
A proper big float. I'll go for a
Okay.
really long float. Just around the world.
Just a big, long float.
Yeah,
round
big
the
long
world.
float. Just go into
Little
people's
fully as
houses.
fog.
What's going on in here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. It's how they live their lives and they just float off.
Just go
somewhere
into
else.
houses. You've always
Okay.
thought, I wonder what it looks like in Gary Neville's house.
Yeah.
And just go in and have a look.
Yeah.
Don't know why I said Gary Neville. It was the first
And then
thing
I'll
that come to
float
my head.
into Gary Neville and pretend that I am Gary
Yeah.
Neville while he's doing whatever he's doing. I'll be like, ooh, I'm Gary Neville. And then I'll float off again and go somewhere else.
That's a very nice, harmless.
Oh, yeah, there's no poignancy to my
Yeah.
week-long
final
it's
week.
nice though.
There's nothing in particular
Yeah.
that I'd really want to do.
Like
Like-
Rob Mulholland wanted to fuck with Freddie Quinn for the week, pretty much.
Yeah.
Just fat shame him, he said.
You're
Oh,
just
can other people hear you
sightseeing.
then?
Right, you have to concentrate very hard if you want to like speak or move something. Do you
Okay.
know what I mean? Like
It's
poltergeist
possible.
stuff.
But it's possible.
You lose a day.
Okay. A
do
whole
that.
day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adam's going very sinister. I'll have one day push someone down the stairs.
Yeah, I probably would. I'd probably be like, well, I'm going to heaven anyway, so I
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
pretty much whatever I want.
Yeah. Ah, loophole.
So I just, I don't know, push old people into swimming pools or something like that.
Into swimming pools,
Yeah, you know, when
But
they're
then
taking
they
ages
live.
to like get in and they're like,
Fucking get in, really.
Get in. Dive bomb. Then jump in after.
What would you do? Have we been over
I've
that
said
one?
this. I said I'd just walk into the sea and go and meet the Kraken and that. And
Oh, yeah, you go underwater.
yeah, just have a little roam about, go
Does
down to
the
the bottom.
deep sea like enthrall you?
I wasn't saying thrall, but it's just like it's unexplored, innit? And it'd be interesting to see because that's not something we can really go and do as peasant humans from the northwest. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'd do.
Yeah.
I think.
Have
Yeah.
you seen ghosts then?
I
I haven't.
So-
Amy
I'm
has.
right. Well, I saw whether it was a ghost or an hallucination or whatever. I saw a little boy when I was like doing my makeup. I just got up. I was doing my makeup, and then a little boy appeared next to me. And as I said, ghost or hallucination, he was so clear that I could see like his hands were like porcelain, and the fabric, he had like a flannel shirt on and it was rolling up at the bottom. Like that's how like detailed I saw it. And I shit myself and ran and got back in bed under the covers and was just like, go away, I don't want this, I'm not ready. And then it wasn't there anymore.
You said I'll be back in 5 minutes when you finish putting your makeup on.
Yeah, I don't want you to see me like this.
I haven't even got my eyebrows. You're like, wow, what a typical woman.
Yeah.
Did you have another one as well? Another experience?
Another
or
one, so it was in where I'm at uni. I think it was in the college. Again, I was in the bathroom, and through the mirror, I saw like someone move in one of the cubicles behind me, and I thought, oh, that's probably from through the window. And then I went to have a look in the cubicle, but there was no window in that one. And I was like, oh, what's that then? And then ran off again. That's all. That's all just me running away.
Yeah.
And when I went and spoke to my teacher and was like, I'm sure I've just seen a creepy shadow ghost thing in there. And she was like, oh yeah, it's haunted. It's always moving bins around and that in there. I was like, and then from
Less
that day,
Haunted was the name of the janitor.
from that day on,
He's always moving bins around
Yeah.
in there.
from that day
Even
on,
in death,
I
he's
didn't.
still committed to his job.
yeah.
Just stuck there forever.
Yeah, I never went back into that toilet then. I had to go up or down the floor to go to the toilet.
Wow.
It scared me that much.
I
Like,
like the
yeah.
idea of ghosts and that. Like, I've never really been anywhere that's like, well, we went to that one manor house thingy in Cardiff, didn't they? That they said was haunted, and it just felt like it was old. Do you know what I mean? But I've never really
I
been
think
to
that's
like
what
a.
most people mean when they start,
Yeah.
this building's haunted. Is
Yeah.
it? Are you sure it's not just dead old and creaky?
Yeah,
Especially at night
Mm.
when your imagination's going to start playing
Yeah,
tricks on
exactly.
you.
Especially when you've told me, oh, they do ghost tours here. So I'm lying in bed going, oh, there's defo ghosts in here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I've never been to like a proper haunted place, you know, where people are like, oh, that's fucking well scary in there or whatever. So I'd like to go and see.
I think they're fun because when everyone starts getting into it, you know, if you're with a big group of people and
Yeah.
when they all start believing and jumping at stuff, you kind of get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Right. I thought this was because I'm small, but I'm like really jumpy because I feel like I always have to be ready and alert for danger.
Yeah.
Are you like that?
I guess so.
Yeah.
I think it's because I'm used to like elbows being so close to my face.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like I'm a little
Bobbing
bit
and
flinching.
weaving all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We've been
Yeah.
good boxers, I think.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
really bad
sorry,
at
go on.
punching. Like
Oh, are you?
just if I go to punch, I'll put all my energy into it and then I'll slow down last minute because I'm like, oh sorry. Do you know what I mean? So don't attack me.
Have
Anybody?
you ever
Or
actually
you
punched
might
someone?
get punched.
yeah, you get caressed with my fist.
I guess thumped. Yeah. Have you ever proper
No, I've
Punch
probably
someone?
punched you, like showing you
in the
how bad I
arm?
am.
Yeah, we tried to do pads one time, didn't we? And
I did when, how old was I? Really young, about 4 or something. I went to karate classes, and because I couldn't afford a gi, everyone had a gi, and at the beginning they used to like all tie the gis like ceremonially.
yeah.
Got it right both
Um,
times.
But I just had a tracksuit because I couldn't afford the gi, so I just
tracksuit?
used to
A track suit.
I just used to pull my pants up dead eye. That was
Was that your karate move, was
Wow.
it?
Maybe that's why you didn't punch properly, because you're cutting off the circulation of blood to your
maybe.
arms.
Yeah,
So it's like,
I'm a good kicker though.
Yeah.
Anna.
You're very flexible, aren't you? So
Yeah.
nice.
And Asian.
So it's in the blood.
It is, yeah, contortionist and that.
Mm.
Cool.
My sister, right, worked. Well, my sister's wife works in a university with dead bodies.
Yeah.
In like a not crematorium.
A morgue.
Like a morgue in one of the unis. It sounds like such a cool job because she has to like prep the bodies so that the students can dissect them and practice on them and stuff.
Oh.
I only
Would
mentioned
be
this
dead fascinating, that.
It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. I only mentioned this because we were talking about ghosts and that, but she said that there was a new guy once.
Why is that cool?
What's cool?
Why is it a cool job?
It'd just be
It's
fascinating.
Cool,
wouldn't it?
cool as in temperature. Because otherwise the bodies will smell.
They will.
Good one.
I mean, I guess fascinating.
Like we went to that bodies exhibit.
Yeah.
Which, do you know about that? So the bodies exhibit in like Amsterdam and all that, where they have like dissections of bodies and
Yeah, sorry, I have.
or like bodies like playing rugby and shit like that.
Yeah.
All them bodies have come from like
like homeless people and that.
yeah.
Oh, I thought they were donors.
No, they're
Yeah.
all like just bodies that have been found and shit
Yeah,
like
and
that.
probably like prisoners and that.
Yeah, just like unknown people and
because
stuff like that.
Like
Pretty
with
cool.
Mad.
Falun Gong and that, they basically harvest prisoners' organs in China illegally, and then it's quite
And do what with them? Sell them?
sell them. Yeah,
Black market?
yeah, loads of money. Like
Wow.
So go on, what you're saying? Sorry about the
I was just that
the
she
morgue.
played a
Cadavers.
prank on this new guy because they had all these bodies under white sheets and you could hear them coming up in the big lift that they've got. So she got on the trolley, put the white sheet over, and as she heard him walking towards her, she just sat up like really slowly.
That'd be getting absolutely sparked.
She said he screamed like louder than I've ever heard someone scream and pissed
my
himself.
God. You would, wouldn't you?
Banging on the grate to try and get back down the
It's like
elevator.
you hear all the like, sometimes the bodies might sit up because
it's
of wind
gas,
or
releasing
whatever.
gas in
Yeah.
it.
So you kind of be expecting it,
Yeah.
but if you've properly seen it moving,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you'd be like, no, fuck that.
so the bodies are they drained of blood?
I think so, yeah. And then they're
Yeah.
packed with something else instead to keep
Formaldehyde,
them like
innit?
formaldehyde or something to keep them stodgy,
Oh, okay.
so they can cut them open.
Imagine if he'd snuck in and was just dead eager and just started cutting her straight away, the body. And then she was like,
You'd
oh
have to
no,
be-
wait, it's
You'd have to be so eager to go
Yeah.
in and just go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you'd be a murderer.
yeah. It's a good way to get away with it though. Just
It'd be a
like,
good way to get those frustrations out.
Yeah.
You know, if you were fascinated with just stabbing people,
Yeah.
you got a job like that where you could just chop up bodies,
Yeah.
but like actually be paid to do it.
Mm.
I went to that exhibit, right, with the thing, and it had like a guy's lung, but he'd been a smoker for 30 years, so
Yeah.
you got to see what a smoker's lung
This
looked
is
like. In
black as fuck,
yeah,
aren't they? It's
it was
mad.
amazing. And you got to see what a joint looked like with arthritis.
Yeah.
And there was also this like such a sad room, but it was like a fetus at every stage
Yeah,
of
yeah,
pregnancy.
it's mad. But I can't even remember what it was. They were listening to something. They were talking about all the where they get the bodies from and all stuff like that. Man, and it's just
Yeah.
it's not like as kosher as you'd think it would be. Like they're not like donated for science.
That's
It's
what I
like
assume.
that we found a homeless
Yeah.
guy in a river, so they just fucking chop him up and throw him in the
Yoink.
exhibit. yeah, pretty much, man. It's mad, weird.
That's crazy.
We went to
that,
one in
isn't it?
Amsterdam, didn't we? It's a weird one to do when you're high.
Oh god, yeah.
Mm.
Freaky.
Aye, but then I suppose if you're in Amsterdam, you're doing everything high.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Canal ride, high.
Yeah. Not riding bikes though, because danger.
Danger everywhere.
Didn't fancy the danger high.
Nope. Nope.
It's too
No.
high over there, isn't it?
Yeah. I like it chill.
Never been to Amsterdam.
Never been,
Have you
no.
not?
I thought you would have went with when all Chapman and that went.
Oh,
Oh, that was when Chappers went.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the stag do though, weren't it?
Oh, right, was
I'm
it?
not
yeah.
really good on stag do's.
Stag do's,
I'm
no.
proper
Yeah.
lightweight. I have like 2 pints and I'm sleepy, and I just
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
bring everyone down.
That's why
by being
Amsterdam's
like-
good, though, innit?
That's me. That.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't drink.
That's why Amsterdam's good for a stag do, though, because
Oh yeah.
you go, I'm just not going to drink, and I'll just get whiffed.
I
Then
guess
you'd be
so,
sleepy
but then
though.
I don't know. I feel like the drunk energy is different to a stoned energy.
Oh, yeah,
It
definitely.
is.
And I don't want to be like.
It doesn't.
I just don't want to be
match.
pissing people off by. Oh, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't fuck with stag do's anyway, really.
Nah.
Best stag do I've ever been on was in a cabin in the woods.
I don't understand
Just
why.
chill for
That sounds
2
posh.
nights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just have a bevy round the fire and just no one's like asked if you go to bed or
Yeah.
you're just chilling with
Yeah.
the people who you
That sounds
know
great.
and that.
You
Like,
do man stuff.
What's it?
Wrestle.
What are hen do's like?
I'd never been to one.
Oh.
But
Sorry to
I've
remember
never
that.
been. But this is what I was gonna say. I just don't understand why you don't all just book in a lovely spa and have a relax, and then you're all nice and rejuvenated for your big day.
because most of the lads who go on proper stag
That makes
do's,
sense to me.
yeah, but most of the lads who go on proper stag do's want to have like one proper blowout before they get tied down and the wife won't let them
You
out
want to
again.
shag a hooker.
That's it. So they want to go to
That's what it is.
strippers and
Can't do. You don't get them in spas.
Yeah. Have you ever shagged a hooker?
No. Oh, actually, wait. I have,
Have you?
but we were like friends
Oh.
anyway.
so it's free
So it was, I guess,
off the clock.
Sounds such a horrible way of putting it, isn't it?
Got a freebie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't
So
even
really-
like. I don't even like going to strippers.
Oh, I can't.
I think
go
it's
to
a waste of
strippers.
money and,
Yeah.
and just like
Who goes to
just
strippers
pointless.
with their mates? Oh, I want to get turned on, surrounded by me mates.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a stiffy in front
Yeah.
of me mates. I'd go in alone, but then that's depressing as well, isn't
Yeah.
it?
yeah.
And as well, I just feel like, again, you know, being small and looking young, I just feel like the girls would be like, oh, I feel weird dancing for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
no,
look like,
I don't think they're
not
that
like
arse, though.
Tim. You know what I mean?
Tim.
That is. Tim's like a young person's name.
Tiny Tim, that's what
Oh,
I
there we
thought.
Yeah, but that's like Tiny Tim's probably about 200 now.
Yeah.
Imagine dressing up as Tiny Tim and going to strippers.
What was the Tiny Tim
Hello,
wear?
mister.
He,
It's weird.
he had like the little. I'm only thinking of the Muppets film.
Okay.
That's the only frame of reference I've got for Tiny
Better
Tim.
reference than I've got.
He's got the cane and he's got like the little Victorian outfit. And
Right,
the little
okay,
cap
yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and you just
Maybe just try that. Go to the strippers,
Shuffle
dress
it
as
in.
Tiny Tim. Just put like a little pimp cane. though.
Yeah.
If I was more of a psychopath, I'd get like a lap dance, but then just like try and fuck with their heads at the same time. You know what I mean? I'd be like, hey, have you ever been in love?
That would be fun.
Yeah, but I mean,
Is that a cesarean scar?
what did that tattoo used to be?
How repressed are your dad issues from here to here?
That's
I
hilarious.
kill my wife, you know.
Oh, imagine that. Just gonna still keep going. Like,
Just see it, you still do it.
yeah. I mean, most of the time, I feel like they probably would, because they
Yeah.
probably had weirder people who were
Oh,
like
yeah.
being genuine.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
you'd be doing the fucking about, wouldn't you? There's like, oh,
I hope so.
Yeah, so I hope so as well.
I asked someone once who said she used to be a stripper, like what's like the weirdest like
Why do you know so
stuff.
many strippers?
She used to do it. She does comedy.
Oh, okay.
But she said that she'd had like dads and sons come in at the same time
Yeah,
and ask for a
That's
lap dance
weird.
together.
That's
together's
bizarre.
weird.
That's weird, isn't it?
Like, I kind of get a dad buying his lad his first one, maybe. But getting one together is like,
Nah, because
Hey.
even like buying your son one, it's like you're buying him a stiffer. Like, it's weird.
Yeah, son, get erect on me.
Yeah.
yeah,
Be like, can I just have a pint, Dad?
Yeah.
And a
No.
no.
Oh, yeah. Like,
God. No, well, I only thought of that
It's
because
a sequel to Get Out.
I only thought that it's not that weird because when I went to strippers, I didn't get a stiffy.
You went to one. When?
I've been like, it was years ago. We went there, but I couldn't afford a lap dance either. So maybe that was why. Because all my mates had jobs and I was just starting to tattoo. And it's just like, I have made like £20 a week. So I was like sat at the bar and the girls would come up to you being like, oh, do you want to dance? And I'd be like, I've got £20 to last me. And I was like, maybe if I come back after my night out, if I've still got any money left, I'll get one. But yeah, I just don't think it's...
What time do the cheap girls come in?
Yeah. I just feel like it's too awkward to get aroused by, especially if you've had sex.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just rubbing up on me when I know nothing's going to come of it, just so it makes you
Even
go...
if you've just ever had a wank.
Yeah.
Like, I could be doing something that would be much more stimulating.
Way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Yeah, it's that macho bullshit though, isn't it? It's like, oh, I need like and you know, we're on a stag do. We've all got our fucking Primark suits on. We've all got our shit haircuts. We've all got socks with no shoes, shoes with no socks on. Socks with no shoes. Yeah, there's those homeless people who have wandered in. They have to get kicked out. I just think it's part of that whole thing, and I've just got no time for it. And I bless those women if they can make as much money off them as possible. Fucking go for it.
Yeah, power to them.
Same with girls on like OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, some of the girls on OnlyFans make fucking killing, don't they?
On them. If you get these pathetic men to give you money,
as well.
Good on you.
I sold a video the other day of just my feet to the camera.
Bullshit. Really?
Calling someone a knobhead.
Have you guessed how much?
It was.
You really did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like 2 minutes or less.
Yeah, you were just showing your feet.
I was like, "You're a fucking knobhead, you."
No, she was calling them a knobhead and everything. Wow. Guess how much?
200 quid.
No.
150 though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's £100 for the video.
Close. It's actually kind of scary how accurate I almost was there. So I actually know the value of being shown your feet.
Might have been you.
Yeah, maybe it was me.
Because I don't actually know who he is.
How do you feel then, knowing that right now, or at some point, some guys watching that video furiously wanking?
I already, like, when I started OnlyFans, which I haven't got anymore, but I had to come to terms with that then. That, like, people all over the world are, like,
it doesn't feel real because it's over the internet, isn't it? It's like a virtual thing.
Like I'd rather not see their actual pictures or nothing. I'd rather them just be avatars, and then they're not real.
Yeah.
So I can just like kind of detach myself and just.
It'd be weird if you sent you a photo of him though, like just his face, and be like, "Hey, this is me." Really enjoyed your video.
Just want you to see the face of the man who's wanking over it.
5 stars out of 5. I love the way you called me a pathetic cunt.
He watches the podcast if you want to call him a knobhead.
He listens to the podcast.
Fuck
off. The guy you paid for a video of your bare feet is a fan of this, and this is where he saw you.
This is where he come through.
On here, and he likes it. He likes it. Call him a knobhead.
No, I'm not giving him more ammunition to fucking wank over. Mate, you need to realise that you're weird and stop it before you start killing small animals.
You're welcome
Which is definitely the next step.
Do you reckon?
I reckon. Paying for feet videos, I reckon the next step is torturing animals, and then the step after that, following women home.
I hope
and then the step after that, fucking moida.
Because it's obviously like a submissive thing, isn't it? So that's why I think he's probably harmless. I hope.
Lovely use of the word probably and I hope.
But yeah, don't murder anyone.
Hello everyone. We're here to tell you about a sponsor we've got. Mogwai CBD. What is it?
CBD. Yeah. What is it good for? Absolutely everything. Get yours now at mogwai-cbd.com.
Yeah.
Checkout code TMHC20
for 20% off. And if you do that gets us a little bit of money
to support the podcast.
Support us.
And you're also supporting local business and your own health. It's amazing for mental health. It's amazing for lowering your cholesterol stuff.
Is it? You're just making stuff up now?
It's good for insomnia, it's good for anxiety, and it's premium quality as well.
Yeah. You can get it in oils, or you can get it in a flake or a crumble, which you need a dab rig for, which some of you might know what that is. Some of you might not. I don't really know what it is either.
If you get the oil, you can literally just put it in your brew
or under your tongue.
And then be buzzing for the morning.
Yeah. So that'll be a TMHC 20 checkout, 20% off. Help us out with the CBD.
Mogwai.
Yeah.
Have you played Mario Brothers 3?
I don't think so.
This 2, I can't believe I feel so old.
I've played Mario, I just don't know if I've played that one.
34.
What?
Yeah, 34.
34?
The big 3-4.
Wow.
I fit like mid-30s and I've done nothing with my life.
Yeah, you're a professional comedian. Yeah, but that's, you do, like, getting paid to do comedy is a big
What do you want to do?
Milestone.
Have you got anything bucket list wise?
Oh, I have, but it's far too pretentious and wanky for this.
No, go on, what is it?
Podcast.
Well, have you got anything?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
All right. I would love to direct something, because I actually think I've got quite a good eye for detail.
Right, yeah.
And I really feel as though I would be able to create either a sitcom or some kind of like theatre piece, or just create some kind of emotion on stage, which would make the people watching it, their hairs stand up on the back of their neck.
Yeah.
And to think, fuck, I'm alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that would, if I could do something like that, I would
like that
die
more?
a happy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you started writing any types of things?
Yeah, things.
Yeah.
I've written things.
Yeah, yeah.
And then immediately delete them because I think, oh, what's the fucking point?
Oh,
I
no.
was
Stick
born
with
in
it.
Walton, I'm going to die in Walton.
No.
That's a poverty
Paul
mindset,
Smith's just
that.
got a Lamborghini, mate.
Yeah.
You can do anything. Like, fucking get out there. But no, like, because you do all I don't know if you're still doing like the sketches and that you film and that.
Well, it's harder because I'm living at my mum and dad's because me and my ex split up and she kicked me out. So I had to move back in with my mum and dad.
Yeah.
So I haven't even got a desk.
Oh.
And also, you know, it's hard to be creative when you can hear your mum farting in the next room. And then your dad going for his 12th piss of the night.
Yeah, I get that, yeah.
Muttering about how cold it is as he walks past the hall.
Should do a sketch with them on, get them involved.
They've got no timing or charisma whatsoever.
No.
It'd just be awful trying to convince them to do anything.
Oh, right.
They're just set on that course now. It's like, right, this is it until we die. It's very depressing atmosphere.
Right, have you got any sex stories? No,
Oh yeah, sex stories. I have got a lot of awkward sex stories. Like,
have you?
Okay.
Put your glasses back on for them.
they're steaming up from the anticipation of how steamy these stories really are. I don't know. Okay. Fate lost my virginity. Have you seen that episode of Friends where Ross sleeps with that girl whose apartment is a complete mess?
Yeah.
Okay, so I lost my virginity to a girl whose house was like that.
Yeah.
It was just disgusting.
Really, yeah. Proper, like,
Yeah.
hoarder style.
just plates
dirty.
of toast everywhere and then fucking mouldy fucking cheese in a bowl and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Mouldy
And a
cheese in a
hamster.
bowl.
Was it a hamster?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, she had cats and stuff, so
Mm.
obviously it stunk of piss and there was a nappy in the corner and I didn't see a baby, you know what I mean? It's
How?
just
It's probably in there somewhere, but you didn't know where.
somewhere crawling
Yeah.
around.
But you still did the job though.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he was losing his virginity.
Losing
Yeah.
my virginity. I'd gone to Hereford on
Yeah.
a bus for 4 hours.
Yeah.
I thought, this was MSN days.
Oh,
To
okay.
be honest, I was just glad she was a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Oh, you've got a fucking great bit about MSN. Like, I don't know if it's new or.
Oh, yeah.
It's class.
Oh, it's true. It's true though. Back
so
on MSN
funny.
days, there was no real like awareness of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
You were just, oh yeah, I'll go and meet you, and then you just get on a train, go and meet this person, and just hope that they were a woman and not
Yeah.
a bloke who'd fucking abduct and murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, different time.
So the one that you met. So did she know you was a virgin and that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But my sex education at that point had been all porn, so I just thought anal was just standard.
Right.
So I just like immediately tried to shove it up her arse. She was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I was just like, "I'm having sexy with you. What do you think I'm doing?" She was like, "Well, this isn't how you do it." I was like, "Well, that's not what I've been told."
Straight in the bum.
Yeah, just
What,
straight.
what
so
for your
funny.
first time?
First time. I just thought it was standard.
That's like, wow, that's wild,
It
Adam.
is, isn't it?
That's proper wild.
I thought you said you was a virgin.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to go in straight for the anal.
I know a few tricks. I call this one up the arse. Get on board. So that was horrible. And then there was another girl, right? And this was in MSN days. And she had done that thing where, you know, where you use angles and lighting to hide how obese you are. So she'd done that, which is fair enough. Because, you know, I'll do it. I've said I'm 5'7" on Tinder. I'm
you
not
take
above
yours
a
from
little
down
bit.
here.
I take mine from down here. Oh, it is a bit thin up here. Better take this photo before I pass out. And so she came to see me, and my mum and dad had gone away, so I had the house to myself. And she turned up and she got off this National Express coach, and it took her about 5 minutes to get off. She was so huge. And I
Did she get from underneath with all the luggage was as she come out?
the driver just rolled her out. Liverpool! And I considered just running away.
Yeah?
I honestly considered just running like a coward. But then I thought, she's come from Birmingham. She has spent like 6 hours on this coach. I can't be that guy. So I was like, hello, I'm Adam.
I like the way you still had sex with her.
Yeah,
though.
again, young, horny, desperate teenager.
Yeah.
And then we went back to ours and we had sex, and it was horrific because she didn't brush her teeth
Oh.
and she chain smoked. So, and she was like, oh, shall I put on me little outfit? She brought an outfit, and I was like, just any in the covers on.
Is it a big outfit?
Yeah,
Can we put the big one on?
Is it a onesie, please? And then it's like mounting a giant turtle. Oh, it's horrible. So we had sex, and then I threw up afterwards because I was so disgusted with myself.
Shut
I threw up. So I was like, oh, I'm just going to get a shower. And I went in the shower, and I threw up everywhere. And I got out the shower, and these were the exact words to me. Were you just violently sick in the shower? Like, how hard must I have been throwing up for there to have used the word violently? I must have been like,
God. I bet she's scarred for life off that. That you just finished shagging her and then went into the bathroom and started like violently vomiting.
I blame the fish fingers.
Okay.
Instead of her fishy vag.
These fish fingers.
You know what I did as well? I did that thing. I don't know if you have ever done this, where you like about to go down on someone and like I'm kissing down her body, and I'm like, oh, this smells, so I just kiss back up again. Just hope that she didn't.
Yeah, not today.
Yeah, not today, Satan.
Oh, that's so funny. That. So what happened after that one? It's like she just get off.
She went home. I immediately blocked her on everything and never spoke to her again.
Yeah, right.
Because I just thought, oh God, I couldn't do it. I was like 17 or something. And then the third one, so this was a really hairy woman. And I don't mind.
Yeah.
Bit of hair. I'm a liberated guy.
Hairy everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere.
Okay.
So like a vag hair was like up here.
When was it?
What?
Up to her tits?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. She's like a hobbit, basically.
I get being hairy, but that's like something else, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Having a hairy stomach.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's
Was it
how
just a
far it
line
went.
up, or was it full?
That trail
Right, okay.
that you get.
That's
She had
like
one of them.
circus worthy.
Maybe.
I'm joking. It's just a joke.
I should have said that too.
That's circus worthy, that. Imagine.
In a proper Yorkshire accent. That's circus worthy, that love.
Circus worthy, that. So what happened?
But I was fine with all that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a liberated guy.
Yeah.
And also I was really horny.
And also if you've had sex with someone who made you violently ill.
Exactly.
A bit of hair's not.
Exactly. It's not gonna, well, but then we kissed and she had a really hairy top lip, which I
Yeah.
didn't notice because of the lighting. And I was like, this proper reminds me of my Uncle Roger. Because every Christmas he used to give me a kiss, like on the lips, which was annoying anyway.
Yeah.
But he had a big bushy mustache.
Yeah.
So I just had his face in my head whenever that's one of the very few times when I was unable to finish. I had to fake it. Have you ever tried to fake an orgasm as a man?
I don't think so.
Really?
Hard, innit?
So
Really
you
hard.
didn't actually ejaculate?
No, I just pretended that I did.
Was you wearing a condom?
No.
Oh, it's probably easier to blag if you're wearing a condom. Because you just
Yeah.
go, oh yeah, tie that up, throw that away, don't look in there. But
Yeah.
like, how did you blag it?
So I just like, you hairy bitch. No, I didn't. And then I just kind of like got off. And then she was still like recovering or whatever she was doing. And then I just pretended to like, better clean this up.
Right,
'Cause I'm a nice guy, you know?
Yeah.
Just clean. And I was like, oh, right, all clean. All clean. I didn't say that. That would have been weird. Imagine
clean.
saying that. All clean.
Oh, that's amazing.
So
Those
those are
all
my three.
MSN?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third one wasn't MSN. It was another chat thing, but I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, right, okay.
Like Yahoo Messenger or something
Something
like
like
that.
that,
I was
yeah.
on all of them.
Just all on the
Just
old...
desperately trying to, yeah. So those are my three terrible sex stories for when I'm like, if I'm on dates
yeah.
and it's like, oh, what's your...
Can't be
I
any
usually
worse
deploy
than this.
those.
Yeah.
Because
They're good then.
Pretty
That's
good.
funny, that.
They're good ones.
have you ever had one?
We've had loads, but we've kind
Not
of
with each
talked
other?
about,
Awkward sex stories. I've not really had like one night stands or anything, so they've always been in relationships, so it's never really been that awkward. Do you know what I mean? We've been went over it when we first started chatting about them. Like, there's only ever little bits like, fucking, oh, she fell off the bed. Like, like just stuff like that. It's never like fucking to go and be violently sick in the toilets because of this one night stand type thing.
I don't know. If she was like disabled and she fell off the bed, that would be a pretty good story. Like,
that would make it
good story.
more, make the story more dynamic.
Yeah.
I've talked about this before, but I've been walked in on doing doggy by the fella's mum. Walked in on us.
the fella's mum.
Yeah,
That's
we
awkward.
was in the living room on the floor,
Oh, wow.
and she was just like, "Oh my god."
Did she like immediately leave? She wasn't
Yeah.
like, my carpet!
No, she did. She shouted and then left. But we sprung apart, and yeah, his Willie was just like.
it must have been so confusing. Seeing your mum's face.
Yeah. That'd cause some issues, that, wouldn't it? I reckon.
I mean, she didn't like me anyway. She definitely didn't like me after that.
I meant more in his head, to be honest, than him liking you.
All right.
But yeah.
Yeah. I think we've already told all our ones.
I think a weirder story though is a guy who watches this podcast paid for a video of your feet.
Yeah.
I'm open.
Still can't believe
I'm open. It's not the first.
Yeah.
Or the last.
I want more.
Because it's easy money.
I mean, it is, isn't it? Does it annoy you as a bloke that we can't do that?
I think if you found the right people, you probably could.
There's way less women who've got feet fetishes.
Oh, yeah, but gay lads, though.
Oh, yeah.
There's probably loads of gay men who want pictures of, or like my underpants.
I reckon,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you know the way guys are like, oh, just like hip feet? Oh, like that's so alluring to me. I think with gay guys, it'd be like, just show us your dick, mate. That's what they're into. Show us your fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That's
I want to see your feet wrapped around your own dick.
Show us your fucking asshole.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see your curved back silhouetted against the moonlight. No. You know, I don't give a shit. Show me that fucking asshole.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, surely there must be like people who sell feet pics and underpants and that to men.
Yeah.
And maybe women.
I guess so.
I can't see it with women as much though, because men seem like proper pests.
Men are just ultimately more pathetic. When we're horny, we're much more pathetic than women, I think.
Just tend to just go for editing.
Yeah. Basically.
And on that note, have we done an hour there?
58.
Yeah. Cool. Well, tell us your socials and what you got going on.
Where can people find you? What's your MSN?
Have you got Cam?
ASL.
If you've not got Cam, no fucking point, mate.
We're Instagram.
Staunty87, I think it used to be on MSN.
Oh, yeah?
Candy Floss 06.
Is that what you were? Nice. Do you remember yours?
I think mine's been the same. I still have the email. It was just DeanCoughlin@hotmail.com.
Boring. So sensible.
Yeah,
Classic Virgo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Is right.
Oh, there you go.
Love that.
Apparently, I'm a super Virgo. My ex she went through this phase of being obsessed with my birth chart. So she did and apparently all my houses are in Virgo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck that means.
Oh, Amy will tell you in a bit.
So
do you know what we do on here, by the way, with our Patreon?
No.
We're going to give you a tarot reading.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
So sign up to the Patreon. You would have seen the advert at the start that we're going to film today as well.
Yeah.
So tarot, what does that mean?
You'll find out after the break.
Oh, okay. So there's like a break and then it happens.
Yeah.
So what's your Instagrams and that? Your boy Staunty?
Yeah, your boy Staunty on Instagram. I'm not as funny on there as I used to be, but I still have a go.
Have you got a YouTube channel on that or?
No.
Gigs coming up?
No.
Yeah, come and do Dopamine Fiends on the 13th of December.
Fiends. I thought you were going to plug
Come
that.
down. Yeah. Come down, watch
come
happen
down
there.
to Dopamine Fiends.
Come down every week.
Yeah, last Monday.
You pricks.
A guy, a guy tried to leave quietly and just completely walked into the glass door.
Absolutely,
and like shook
himself.
the walls.
Yeah. And we kicked the guy out as well.
His face print was just on the door. It was really funny.
Embarrassing that, innit?
Yeah, he didn't come back.
There.
He didn't come back.
Yeah, it might still be there. I'll let you know this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, nice one for watching. Go sign up to the Patreon and that.
See you
in a bit.
Bye.
Bye.